family, my little friends from on Facebook anymore because I don't remember them. So that's one thing. We came back around the 90s when the government changed in Nicaragua, and then since then I've been there. I come from a very large and diverse family. My family from my dad's side are Creole, Afro-descendant, black people. And from my mom's side, we're half Chinese, as I was telling you. Half Chinese and half like local indigenous Nicaraguans. So I'm kind of a blend, although I look kind of Hindi. Let me see. From my parents are divorced, but we are 4 kids, 3 girls and 1 woman. And like almost every man in Latin America, which I don't recommend you meet for some reason, they have a lot of women. So I kind of have like 6 more siblings. We talk to 2 of them, so it's like 6 of us. It's very mixed. So basically, I studied med school in a city called Leon. I'll show you pictures after a little bit. And med school is 7 years, so I finished that. When I finished med school, right when I was finishing my social service, there was a team coming from the US, and I met the pastor, and we had like a 15-minute talk, and he said, I was very concerned because the tsunami had just happened in December in remember, right, the tsunami, okay. Now we're living it back again. But he came in February, which is 2 months after the tsunami, and then he talked to me, and I was like, oh, I'm so worried, I wish I could help, but Nicaragua is too poor to send people there. So he said, oh really, I can take you. I could not believe it, because I'm like, yeah, whatever, you know. But I went there in April, which was 4 months after the tsunami, to help for a little bit. At least I did a little something, which was very nice. So that was a great experience for me. Now that I'm seeing what is happening in Japan, it's like I'm just coming back to everything. You know, it's difficult, but that was kind of my first working experience and life experiences as well. That was the beginning of it. I love to travel. So that was my kind of first traveling. Baby would go.
Alarm.
Yeah. So the other thing is that although I love to travel, it's kind of hard for us because although I'm a doctor, we don't make a lot of money in Nicaragua. You don't want to know how we make. So if you become a doctor, it's because you really want to help people, not because you're thinking of the money. So I'm going to try to show you some pictures of Nicaragua. So Nicaragua is located in Central America, and this is the country. In the south is Costa Rica, Panama, and this is Honduras. This small little one is El Salvador, Guatemala, and here is the big old Mexico. So here, Nicaragua is kind of divided in the Pacific side, the Pacific Ocean, and the Atlantic. And I am from the Atlantic, which is the Caribbean. We are very diverse, as I said. We have 6 different ethnical groups. We speak Spanish and English, which is Creole English, kind of like the Jamaican one, if you've heard it before. And in the Pacific, it's very different because they only speak Spanish, and they're mainly white people. And so, yeah. This is a picture of Bluefield, but it's blurry. But we're kind of like right beside the Atlantic, so it's a lot of ships and those things. Bluefields is where I come from. This is Corn Island.
Not me, please.
I have to show you this picture because we have beautiful beaches, which right now is kind of nice because the weather is horrible outside. I took this picture, it's not a postcard. This is another one from the same place, the Caribbean, where I come from. This is the Pacific. It's called San Juan del Sur, and this is one of the bays, and this is a hotel that has a very nice view from one of the bays. Further away is the Pacific Ocean, which is not so Pacific, and we got the tsunami warning as well, but nothing happened, thank goodness. And this is also the Pacific. It's kind of different because the sand is black and there are a lot of waves, and I don't like it that much. This is kind of our culture. We have Carnaval in May, and it's a black tradition from Afro-descendant people. It's a dance to fertility. I don't have any videos, Susan does, but it's very sexual. It's very expressive. It's very, people dance on the street, and it's in May, and it's very nice. And at night we have this called Tulululu, which is, it's funny. And we basically dance in the streets at night, everyone, and it's a lot of fun. So this is one of the dances that they did last year in Bluefields. Of course, this they don't have in the whole country. It's just where I come from. This is Granada. Granada is a colonial Spanish city because it was colonized by the Spaniards. So that's why the houses are different. It's a very colonial style city, and it's very touristy, and it's very nice, of course. And it's this, what you see in the background is not the ocean. It's actually the big lake that you probably saw in the middle of the map. It's a huge lake that has in the middle Ometepe Island, which is an island with 2 volcanoes that was nominated for one of the new 7 wonders of the world. So you might get to see it here. The Mombacho volcano as well is another volcano in Granada. We have a lot of volcanoes, some of them active, some of them are not active anymore. So we also have earthquakes. Yes. So this is the Ometepe Island with Volcan Concepcion, which is the big one, and the Maderas. They are active volcanoes. So I'm sorry really for the people that live there. Is nowhere out there. They're in the middle of the big old lake. Okay. And then this is the León Cathedral, which is where I studied. It's a Catholic church. They said they built it here by accident, which is nice because we have it now. So, okay, now that you know about my country, the opportunity to come here to Oslo was offered to me in January last year. Before that, I was really depressed, I would say, because I had saved some money, and I came to Europe because I wanted to go to Rome and Barcelona, because I love to travel, and I was relying on my job when I went back home, and then they just basically fire everyone. So I had no money, I had no job, I had no nothing, and I was really depressed. And then this scholarship to come to Oslo was offered to me. They were arguing because for political reasons, there were another girl that wanted the scholarship as well, but that's politics. So after all, I was granted the scholarship. So for me, it was amazing. Yay! If not, you will have another Nicaragua here. Welcome. So I could not believe it at the beginning, because for somebody from my country to travel abroad to study, it's very difficult. Very difficult. You have to have a lot of money, or you have to be a politician, because politicians rob a lot of money. That's why they have money, not because they really work. So I was really happy when I had the chance to come here, because for me, with my money, it would have been impossible. Not even to go to Costa Rica to study. Impossible. So I got this scholarship, and I still could not believe it. So the other thing is that I wanted to mention is, since we're in a church, we have to talk about God as well. And I'm very diverse, as I said. I was baptized in the Anglican church and confirmed in the Catholic church. But honestly, I don't mind. I mean, wherever I'm invited, I go. I've been in the Adventist church because half of my family is Adventist, and we have a lot of things. Moravian, so I go there. If I go to a mosque, I go there. If it's Jewish, I go there. So whatever. I just say that my way of thinking is, no matter what your belief is, and here, this book, I don't know if you saw the movie Eat, Pray, Love. I'm reading it, but it says God, like it can be called many names: Jehovah, Allah, Shiva, Brahma, Vishnu, Zeus, whatever you call it, or God. So God, they told me when I was very young, because my parents were not like believers, but they said to me, God is a little force that you have inside that makes you have energy to do things. That was their description of God to me. Not this guy that is in the sky and watching all over. And this is a very nice concept of God that she puts here. And it says that God is an experience of supreme love. So I say, if you don't harm anybody, whatever your belief is, then it's okay to belong to whatever, you know. As long as you have a belief and you don't harm anybody and you try to do good, then that's God, I guess. So after everything, I thank God so much for being here and for meeting you people. If not, the other girl should have come and you should meet here. And thank you very much for coming. I hope that you enjoyed the dinner that you already saw. Yeah. And then I will show you the last picture. The soup.
You should upgrade it for the new picture of yourself with the soup.
Yeah, right? So this late, we normally do it in a big pot and they sell it in the market and you can just eat it like that. Or we'll just be cooking it in the patio, you know, with charcoal and all these things. So this is a lady cooking it in a very normal way. And this is the gourmet version of it. So it's called sopa de albóndigas. Yeah. The sopa which is soup, of albóndigas. Albóndigas, I don't know what the hell it means, but it's balls.
Meatballs.
They are meatballs or chicken balls. And yeah, I made a vegetarian version and a chicken version. So I hope you like it. You eat it with rice if you would like. And I have lime because some people put lime in it. So I'm going to cut some lime for you guys. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. And thank you very much and enjoy. Yeah, I hope I didn't bore you.
No. Yes, once again, what's the name of the country?
Nicaragua.
Yes, so, ladies and gentlemen, the floor is open for questions. And our speaker, we can interact with her.
Yeah, if you have any questions for the Nicaraguan princess, which I couldn't believe that John invited you with that.
You see.